Mary's in the studio.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Did you get rained on out there?
Yeah, I was complaining about the rain this morning. I thought, don't do it. We went for 2.5 months with no rain, and don't complain about getting it.
The other day we were camping in Carlisle, and that's when the monsoon came out. No. And I'm like, of course, it hasn't rained in 2.5 months.
Yeah.
But no, go ahead. Open it up.
Yeah. We're only going to have little trick-or-treaters out and want to do all the stuff outside. Why not?
Yeah, do it. Hey, how's the library?
Good. Doing really well. We've been busy.
Have you?
Yeah, I said I think that October might be the busiest month around town.
Really?
I know December is busy, but October is just crazy, and the library is no different. So,
where do we start?
Well, you know what? We had a program, and it's over now. So if you didn't come, you sure missed out on something. We had a lady who came and did the Poe and Irving recitations. I've never seen anything like it before in my life. It was incredible. It was one of my favorite programs we've ever done. Her name's Ann Williams. And, we turned down the lights, and that architecture was all lit up, the uplighting and the genealogy local history library. And for an hour and a half, anybody who's talked to me in the last week and a half is sick of hearing this, but she, for an hour and a half, without consulting her notes, didn't stumble once, recited the short stories of Edgar Allan Poe, and everybody was like on the edge of their seat listening to her. It was great. So
That's awesome.
We've had some good stuff lately. Yeah.
Well, and now, is she going to come back next year, do you think?
I would love to have her back, because the people that came were just,
Was it a good attendance?
Said that, we were full and said this was really, really great. So yeah. I'm hoping those people will talk it up, and we'll have an even bigger crowd next year.
Though.
Yeah, she has all of Poe not all of Poe, but she has Poe memorized. She has A Christmas Carol memorized. She has all her founding documents memorized. It's kind of amazing.
And I can't even memorize my social.
Right? I know. I'm sitting here panicking, like looking at the newsletter that I, helped write for notes, because I can't remember anything. So
it's incredible. I mean, what's cool though is that's such an old form too of entertainment.
It is.
That's cool.
That's what I thought was neat. The whole time she was doing it, I just kept thinking, in 1890 when that building was built, or 1891. That's what was going on in that building. So it was just kind of neat to bring that back and continue it on. So
and now how have the teen and kid spaces been with their Halloween fun? Because I know they did the duck.
Yep. The duck costume contest. You have just a couple of days left. You can vote through the end of the month, and we have some really fun ducks. So if for people that don't know, the teens took home a little rubber duck, and they got to decorate and costume it up any way they wanted to. They brought it back, and then we have them on display at the mall library, and you can vote for your favorite one, and then one of the teens wins a gift card. So my favorite, well, I guess maybe I shouldn't. I can't sway it. I haven't voted, but I will say there are some that are pretty darn good, and there might be a duck that might look like our 16th president. I'm just saying. So
there is integrity in your duck election.
Yes, there is integrity in our duck election, and I'm not going to say one way or the other. That's awesome. Yeah.
Well, it's just really cool, and I think that it's just the next couple of months are really great for families to get out there.
Yes,
and I mean, I'm not going to lie, just glance down an adult murder mystery game night. That one is cool.
And that one's totally full. So people have, I know, but when they fill up that fast, it gives us obviously an idea that we're doing something right, and maybe. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to sneeze.
That's why we have the cough button. I see. No one even heard it.
All right.
That's what the power of radio does. For.
So it shows us that we're doing something right, and that we will try to replicate those things that fill up, so people have a chance to do them again. But this is a murder mystery game night, so it's interactive, and we're gonna have clues out. People are gonna solve a mystery in real time with each other. So it's a lot of fun.
That's super cool. Yeah, and now, when was that gonna?
That is going to be on November 13th from 6 to 7:30.
Did you have all of your events been filling up?
For the most part, they've been filling up. We had Connie Martin who came last week, and again, they were back-to-back amazing programs. Connie was on Tuesday night, Ann was on Wednesday night, and Connie talked about the hidden meaning of Negro spirituals in the Underground Railroad, hidden messages in Negro spirituals on the Underground Railroad, and she was phenomenal. We're going to have her back as well, because she has another program on Civil War quilts and the hidden messages in quilts for the Underground Railroad.
That was
it's like you look at the quilts and they for people who were escaping to freedom, they could look in these quilts. There were hidden messages, and they would direct you on which ways to travel the Underground Railroad. It was pretty amazing. Wow. So we're going to have her back to talk about that as well. So
that's really cool.
But all our programs have been filling up, so which is great.
And this one's cool too. And I don't know if it's full yet, and I hope not. But October 30th, this is cool for the parents if you have some time in the morning, or your grandparents for a spooky story time, the trick or treat story time.
Yep. So the kids are going to come in. They can wear their costumes. Again, if you've already paid for a costume, you might as well get much money's worth out of it as you can. They are expensive. Yeah. So come to the library. We'll have a special story time, and then the kids are going to trick or treat at all the desks. So you can come to the reference desk.
That'll be really cool.
The circ desk. You can, that kind of thing. So
now, fill me in. You're doing writers' open houses too.
So November is a write a novel month. Okay. I'm sure it has a different name. Again, that whole thing about can't memorize anything. I can't remember exactly what it's called. But so we're encouraging everybody. The whole point of November is to sit down and in a month try to write even if it's the roughest draft you've ever written of writing a novel. And so we're going to open up the multipurpose room at the Alton Square Mall, and on the Sundays in November, you can come, you can just sit, it's a place for quiet, for writing, you can work on your novel, and it's just a rough draft. Just sit and write, and hopefully at the end of November, you've written a novel.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so we're participating in it. It's kind of a nationwide thing, so we're giving people a place to sit and do that.
That's awesome. And now, for more information, is Hayner Library's website the best one?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can go to our website and go to the events calendar.
So this is silly, but we are getting in that time of year. If there's ever an event of inclement weather,
yes,
what do we do for
so if we decide that it's just too dangerous, we don't want people on the road, especially our performers, because some of them are coming from a long way away, and we don't want them on the road. We will put something on our website, on our Facebook page, on all our social media and our website, and we will, the staff obviously will know. We'll have something on. If we ourselves are closed because of the weather, we'll have something on our phones too, so you can call.
We're just getting to that time of the year.
Yeah. It's cold and nasty outside, so it's a reminder.
There were folks saying that there were flurries in Edwardsville last night. And they didn't obviously do anything because it was too warm, but
it's too soon for me.
It's way too soon. Any ounce of snow is too soon for CJ.
Yeah. Oh, me too. Me too.
Now, also, I really think it's cool to just remind people about your teen expressive art class that you do. This is a really great opportunity for teens as well.
Yes.
And your teen space, Megan does an awesome job.
Megan does a great job. And the teens, all of our teen programming, the majority of it is informed by the teens themselves. So we have a teen advisory board, and they kind of tell us, here's what we want to do. So for the next, what we call, our next quarter of programs, they're informed by what the teens want. And so they love any kind of art projects, anything like that. So we're doing teen expressive art, and those are on Fridays in October, November, and December.
Really cool.
So the next one coming up is this coming Friday, and it's Friday from 4 to 5. And you can go, you'll get a canvas, and you can paint it however you want to paint it. And then those we're going to hang up in the teen space. We've kind of have a teen space area upstairs in the performance room at the mall that the teens can hang out in, and they're decorating it. And so their art that they're making here is going to go into their space. So wow. And it's free. So we'll have all the canvases and all the art supplies.
Well, you guys have a busy November. I mean, a huge start to it.
We do.
So what's Comic Chaos? I think I'll just ask you that.
Comic Chaos it's a new book club, and it's for teens. And so it is a teen book club based on either comic books, graphic novels, anime, that kind of thing. So we'll pick a book, and then we will, at the end of each meeting, we'll vote on which comic they want to read next. Then they'll discuss it. And it kind of goes hand in hand with the new graphic novel, comic book, anime, manga database that we have. So ebooks. So it's ebooks, but think ebooks for comic books, manga, that kind of thing. It's called Comics Plus, and that's on our website. People can download the Comics Plus app, and then it's for adults, teens, and kids. It's broken down by age according to your library card, because you log in with your library card number, and then it's unlimited unlimited graphic novels, anime, and manga.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's really neat.
And then the next day, Ed Wheatley's going to be. Is
It's
that
going to be no, that one still has some
good.
seats, so you can come to that one. You can come see my husband and my father-in-law are coming to that one. They come every time Ed comes, but
he's awesome.
Ed's going to be talking about St. Louis to Cooperstown. So all the guys that are in Cooperstown in the Baseball Hall of Fame, if they came from St. Louis, Ed's going to talk about why St. Louis produced so many people that are in the Hall of Fame, and then give kind of a talk about their lives and the people that are in the Baseball Hall of Fame that are from St. Louis or played for St. Louis. So yeah. So, and that's Tuesday, November. So that's next Tuesday from 6 to 7 at the mall upstairs in the performance room. And just to let people know, the escalators are still broken at the mall. So if you want to come to the performance,
like United Nations.
If you want to come to that and you can't navigate stairs, I would just recommend coming either in at Olga's or coming in where if you're old school, where the old Hardee's used to be, you can come in that way to the mall. Yeah, that's a throwback, isn't it? You can come in those two, and that will be the closest way to get to our performance room, because we're between the escalators and JCPenney upstairs in our performance room.
Does JCPenney not have an elevator?
JCPenney has an elevator and an escalator, but they close at 7, and our programs are usually over after that. Sense. So we always tell people, don't go to Penny's, because one time I had to put a patron in my car and drive them around to their car because they had parked there. So so don't do that.
Well, and then look at on November the 5th, which is always great to note that Erica Harris will have her office hours.
Yeah, Erica Harris. Yep.
That day.
Yep. She's going to have traveling office hours. So Senator Harris, if there's something that you need to bring up with her office, she will have a representative there. That's at the mall library from 10 to 12 in one of the study rooms. And so that's the other thing. If you have sort of maybe a topic you don't really want to discuss out in front of everyone, these take place in our study room so that you can close the door, you can talk to them about an issue that you might be having to see if her office can help with it.
Do you schedule appointments ahead of time?
They don't schedule appointments ahead of time, but we have a seating area. So if you want to wait, it's not usually a long wait, and they're really, really nice people to work with. So,
and then on the 5th at 6 p.m. Here Lies Lovejoy.
I'm excited about this one. So I was reading an article about the Lovejoy Monument, and they were mentioning the Lovejoy. They were talking about the caretakers of his grave, and I'm like, but those are two. The caretakers, there's the memorial, Lovejoy Memorial, and there's the Lovejoy Monument, and they're two different things. And this article was sort of kind of making them seem like they were the same thing. And I thought, wait, this is slightly confusing. So I thought, let's have an article or a program that talks about Lovejoy, about his life, his death, and then what happened after he died. So how did the monument that we all think of at the cemetery, how did that come into being? And then there's also the Lovejoy Memorial, what's now called the Lovejoy Memorial Board. And they're the ones that are sort of the caretakers of his grave and of his legacy. Yeah. And so Lovejoy Week, so we're going to have, the library will do the first half of the program. So we're going to talk about Lovejoy's life, his death, and the actual monument. And then we're going to have a special guest who's going to recreate or bring to life Isaac Kelly, who was the first caretaker of Lovejoy's grave.
That's cool.
So he's going to do a short presentation, and then we're going to have Bonnie Fox and Ed Gray come and talk about the Elijah P. Lovejoy Memorial Board and all the caretakers that have started taking care of his grave, and also his legacy and the legacy of the Lovejoy Scholarship, Lovejoy Week, all of that. So we're going to talk about that, and that's going to be really fun. And we have just a few seats. In fact, we had to kind of increase the seating on that.
I bet. Why I could see that.
So, and that's going to be at the Genealogy Library on Wednesday, November 5th at 6 p.m. So that's a week from today.
That's incredible.
Yeah, next Wednesday at 6 at the Genealogy Library.
That'd be really cool. And then you wrap up that week with a Daughter of American Revolution fundraiser open house.
Yep. So that's an annual event that we have too. So the DAR comes to the Genealogy and Local History Library, and they talk about their organization, the research they can help with, how they can how you can join their group. And so that's been an annual event for a long time. So yeah,
really cool. You got a moment to take a break?
Yeah.
Let's do it. What time is it? 9:36. We'll come back.
I don't know.
We'll come back with more Daily Show with Hayner Library. There's a ton of great things happening this month. Yeah. I like this. A rough story time. I think it's dog themed.
Yeah, I think it might be.
We'll come back and find out.
With over
20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelMarPublicHouse.com.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car. I have a job. There's nothing holding me back anymore.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation. You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Naselli on RiverBender.com.
But I ain't got wings coming down is the hardest thing.
Back 9:40. We had a lot of rain come in, and it didn't downpour.
I know.
But it was just a lot of a finite amount of rain.
Just
weird.
Just weird. Like, I know, and the kind that you're like standing in the house going, is it raining?
Yeah.
Do I need an umbrella? Yeah, I do. So
that was always my worst thing as a kid. You'd go to see if it was snowing, but you couldn't tell sometimes. So like you'd look at the light to see if there was anything flying by though.
Yeah, especially if you have screens.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'd like, is it the screen? Am I seeing rain? Am I seeing snow? Or am I seeing a screen? Yeah. Well, and then I was looking at the weather yesterday. I think it was like Spectrum, and they were, or I can't remember what it was, but they're like, on Halloween night, it's going to be clear for the trick-or-treaters. I'm like, oh, that's great. And I thought, wait, we're Alton. We do our trick-or-treating the night before. Yep. So the weather you're talking about isn't the weather that we're going to have.
Yeah,
so,
no.
yeah.
It's going to be a little colder.
Yeah,
a little colder.
A little colder. Yeah.
38 degrees, and we're going to feel all right.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It was 2 years ago. It was 25, and I had to put on feet warmers and everything, and I couldn't move.
Right,
and then
the parade.
Yeah, and then people threw candy at me, and I thought, this is not nice. I cannot move. What is this rough story time?
Okay, so our rough story time is it's for the kids. Obviously, we're gonna have a therapy dog. So his name is Coda. He's a very special therapy dog, and so the kids are gonna come. It's going to be a story time. We're going to talk we'll have some canine themed stories, and then we're going to talk about the work that Coda does as a therapy dog. The kids can pet Coda. They can just love all over
That's
Coda.
Cool.
And yeah, it's kind of, for those that remember, we used to do a story time. It was a bow wow powwow, and it was the kids would come in and read to therapy dogs. And so it's kind of a reintroduction, a special reintroduction of that story time. So that's going to be at the mall in our multipurpose room. So downstairs in the mall library at November 20th at 10 o'clock. So the kids can come to that.
Now, for those, is it always better to register because they fill up quicker?
Sometimes they do. That one, we do have, I would recommend that. We don't list it in the newsletter. So if you show up, we're obviously not going to turn you away.
Right.
But registering does help us know how many supplies to have, because we do a craft project with those, and we just want to make sure that we have enough stuff out for the kids, so we're not scrambling at the end trying to pull out more supplies.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, and now going into this too, there's also an opportunity for families. This Wicked movie night.
Yeah. So the new, if you haven't seen it, by the million ads that are out everywhere, the conclusion of the movie Wicked Part 2, I don't know. I've never seen it.
I haven't either. Don't feel bad.
It's coming out. And so the second part's coming out. So before it comes out, we are going to have a family movie night at the library so you can watch Wicked Part 1 and then get caught up on the story before you go see Wicked Part 2. And so that is going to be Saturday, November 15th from 2 to 4:40. And so that's going to be in the multipurpose room at the mall as well. And we will have probably, if I had to guess, we're going to have some popcorn and some snacks. And, we'll have people register in advance for that so that we make sure we have enough seats out. And there is a limit of people that we can fit in our NPR. So we'll want to just give us a call at 462-0677 extension 2822 to register for that. And it should be a good time.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me hit you with some more.
Sure.
I am really looking into this one, and this is the John Lynn, who is...
Yeah, so John Lynn has come to the library several times, and he is kind of an Illinois historian.
Well, a walking encyclopedia.
He knows everything. I mean, honestly,
Really?
I think he's been to every single town, village, city, municipality in Illinois, and he writes books about them. And so he knows everything there is. WGN Radio, for those of you that listen to that, he has been on WGN Radio quite a bit. He's photographed all 2,400 cities and towns in the state. And he has biked, hiked, paddled through. If it's in Illinois, he's done it. And so he's going to be talking about all the charms, traditions, different things that go on, and personalities of all the Illinois towns. And so he's going to be featuring the main streets of Illinois. So
that'll be really cool.
He's got photographs that he brings, and he talks about kind of just the quirky places in Illinois. So that's Thursday, November 20th from 6 to 7:30.
And that'll be kind of cool for maybe folks that have wanted to do like an Illinois road trip but don't know where to go.
Exactly.
He might be a great guide for that.
He would be. And, I would encourage people too, when you come to this, kind of think about it for next year, because when you do our library crawl, all these libraries that are in these towns, you can kind of maybe plan an itinerary around visiting some of these towns and seeing things and then taking the library crawl. So, and people have just a few days to finish their crawl and get their passports turned back in at the library.
Is it good participation?
Oh my gosh, it's more this year than we've had. Libraries, it started out with 25 libraries and it's grown to over 200, and I think we're up to 225 libraries now in the state. And the participation at all of these just keeps going up. In fact, it's really fun because we've started seeing groups of people coming. So friends are using this as a way to go visit a town they've wanted to visit and have lunch and see the town, visit the library, get a little prize at each library you go to. It's just been a lot of fun seeing people come in from different places.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, that really is incredible.
It really is. Well, it really is.
And, Mary, with that being said, I'm actually getting ready to text Lacey. She's coming on the show today.
I was talking to her this morning.
There's a really cool event, too, an afternoon with the RiverBend Community Orchestra.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So we are hosting the RiverBend Community Orchestra. This is going to take place at the Alton Square Mall. It's going to take place in the courtyard just outside of the library. So in that JCPenney courtyard, we're going to set up chairs, and the RiverBend Community Orchestra is going to come and play Sunday. So this is kind of a great one. Go to church, have some lunch, And then at 2:00, come to the library from 2 to 3 p.m. You can listen to the orchestra play, and it's a full orchestra, the whole Riverbend Community Orchestra. And they'll be performing. It's free. You can come and listen to them. This one that's going to focus on highlighting the connections between literature and music.
Yeah.
So it'll be a good one.
That'll be really cool.
Yeah, and that one we do encourage people to register for, because we have seating for quite a few people. They apparently bring in a big audience, so we want to make sure we have enough chairs. So if people can call and register for that one, we'd appreciate it.
Performance room?
No, at the courtyard between the library and JCPenney.
Okay, thank you for clarifying that.
Downstairs. So this one come to the library.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
this is cool. This is going to be full. You guys have a busy month.
We do.
And then you go right into your local author book fair the 6th of December.
Yeah. So we still have just a few tables left for that. We have room for 25 authors, and so we have almost it's almost full. We do still have a few people that can come. Or open spots. So this is a way to highlight all of the local authors that we have. They are able to come, publicize their books, sell their books. You can talk to them. You can get your books autographed. You can buy books from them. And we set this up in the courtyard right outside the library. And we kind of do a library open house / local author book fair. And so it's a great way for people to come out and support local writers, buy some Christmas presents for people. If you've got somebody in your family who's a reader, come take a look at that, sign up for a library card, look at our library of things, do all of that. So
it's really cool, and I like how it's grown over the years too, seeing its evolution.
Yep. Yeah, it's been a really nice program to have, and I think the writers really appreciate being given a venue to show off their books.
One thing I would like to talk to you about is what is NaNoWriMo?
That's the national. The Writers Month.
Okay,
yeah. I was like, I don't know what that is. No, that's the writers. So you can come in and sit down and try to write your novel.
That's the only thing I need left to answer today.
Write your great American novel. If that's the only thing you have left that you want to know for the day, it's a pretty good day.
Oh, it is. It's been a good couple of days.
Yeah.
Mary, anything else to talk about right now?
No, I just, like I said, we're wrapping up the adult scavenger hunt, and we're wrapping up the library crawl. So if you have those that you want to turn in, make sure you get those turned in by the end of the month to win your prizes. And then also the end of the little art show. We're doing a little art show in conjunction with Jacoby Art Center. So you can pick up a little canvas. We have them at the library. You come and pick them up. You can do whatever you want on the canvas as far as mediums are concerned. So paint, drawing, charcoals, pastels, mixed media, whatever you want to do. And the whole point is it's a little mini art show. So we have these tiny little canvases. You decorate them, then you return them. You can take them to Jacoby Art Center. You can take them to the library, and we will have them showcased from December through February at Jacoby Art Center. We'll have a reception for it, and then we'll have all of them on display at the mall in March, and then we'll have a closing reception at the end of that. So the canvases are no bigger than 4 inches by 4 inches. I mean, they are awesome. Tiny. Yeah, a family friendly event, and they have to be dropped off at Jacoby Art Center. I said the library, dropped off at Jacoby Art Center no later than November 30th. So you can pick up your canvases at the library, you return them at Jacoby, and then we have exhibitions at Jacoby and at the mall.
That'll be really cool.
Yeah.
Actually, we do one final thing.
Oh, yeah.
Book bundles. I am learning about this for the first time.
Oh, so book bundles are great. If you are looking for a new writer, it's great for a couple things. If you're looking for new books, you're looking for new authors, you don't really know where to start or what to pick out, or you don't have time and you're just like, you know what, I just grab 5 books for me, and we ask you what you like to read, and we select 5 books for you. We check them out, we have them ready to go, and you just call the library, you say you want us to put together a book bundle for you. We put it together. You just swing by the library, pick it up, and then you go home. That's cool. So it's just quick. Come in the library, check these books out, and you might find a new author. You might find a new writer that you like, a new type of book. So yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Mary, it is always great talking with you.
You too.
We'll talk again next week.
Yep. See you next week.
We'll take a quick break. Daily Show comes back with Lacey McDonald next.